What's up, everybody? Welcome to a very special live edition of Tales from the Darkside. We got the whole crew here tonight. We are going to have some fun in the chat. I know everybody's been jonesing for some live Star Wars talk. We've got a lot of fun to talk about tonight. Well, I don't know if you would say fun, guys. I would say more of a bit of disappointment about what happened at Celebrations. That's what we're really going to get into. We're going to get into some Celebration talk. We're going to get into some speculation and rumors talk. We're going to get into some toy talk. We're going to get into some, I don't know, we got a bunch of stuff to talk about tonight. So let me introduce everybody. We got the one and only Marco. Marco, what's up, brother?
Hey, what's going on, Brian?
And, of course, you all know Mike Morello. What's up, Mike?
How's it going?
Solo Wookie down there. What up, brother?
What's happening, guys?
And everybody, this is Leaky Trooper. What are you doing? What's going on, brother? Thank you for joining us. You've been with a couple of shows that we've already recorded, but this is kind of your live opening here.
Yes, thanks guys for having me. I'm a longtime Star Wars fan, part of the 501st, and this is awesome. And I am disappointed by Celebration, so you guys brought me in on the right show.
Well, I do real quick. I want to talk about you and your son's, I believe, YouTube channel, Low Bricks.
Yeah.
So if any of you guys get a chance, go check out Low Bricks on YouTube. This is pretty cool. Explain what you got going on over there.
Well, I'll start with what's happening this Friday. We're doing a live build of the Razor Crest, but this is my son and I are building this giant Tatooine diorama in our basement, which my wife loves. It's on a 4x8 ping pong table. Used to be a beer pong table, and my son wanted to do a YouTube for a while, so we're doing it. So you guys can definitely check out my annoying face. So
how old is your son? How old is your son?
Oh, he's 15. My oldest son's 17. So,
pretty good at beer pong, is he?
Yeah, he beats me every time. I think some of the vomit that adheres the Lego panels to the table is more his than mine. So
that works, man.
It's a fun watch too, and like they have done a lot of work, a lot more work. Like I like Legos. I like playing with them kind of with my kids, but like what they're doing is a little bit more serious than my level. It's kind of cool to see what they're doing over there. So go check that out. It's really fun. He's got a great room. Oh, there's a room. He's got a bunch of Star Wars stuff on it. Some of it is this. They at least fast forward it when they're building out some of the mountain ranges and stuff like that. That is special. That was really cool. I'm not going to give away what happens there, but excellent job on that. And there's a couple of Easter eggs I think you have in that one. So that is really cool. Check it out. It's a fun little video. They're not too long either, so it's great. You can just watch those when you're hanging out on wherever you do your business.
Hey, appreciate the promo, guys, and thanks again for having me. This is awesome.
Yeah, this is going to be fun. All right, so let's get into what we kind of all wanted to chat about, and that is what happened in Celebration, or with Celebration, or what didn't happen with Celebration. I feel like so many other companies did such a good job at handling convention type atmosphere stuff over COVID. I said the dreaded word, but some conventions did it right. Gamescom did it right. Blizzard, I think, did something.
San Diego did it.
San Diego did it. Yeah, San Diego did. There was a lot of really well done stuff that Star Wars, I don't understand, with the money they have available and the technology they have available to them with a big company like that. Like, how did they drop the ball on this?
So, I mean, I think two things you got to look at is who they've hired out to do it. You got Reed Pop doing it, and this, Mike and Leaky, I think you both agree on this because we've been to multiple of these celebrations. This isn't something that I guess we were more hopeful that this wasn't going to happen, but I'm pretty sure we saw this coming down because of what's happened at the last couple celebrations and how they've kind of screwed the pooch on exclusives and merchandising. And when you really talk about it, like, the atmosphere is obviously number one. I think we will all agree on that. right? I think that's probably number one, the camaraderie you get when you go to Celebration. But after that, and the vendors are sweet. The vendors do a great job. I'm not taking away from anything from the vendors, and I'm really actually not even taking away from what Lucas and Disney do there, because it is impressive what they put on. The one thing that has been kind of disappointed is the actual aspect of like the exclusives and stuff like that, and I think the blame lies there. I don't know, last year, Mike, if you want to get into some of the disappointments on that, I mean, it was a lot better than obviously what happened this year, but there was empty shelves after the first day, after the first couple hours in the
even last year they did this online lottery thing that it was brutal. The two times ago they did, like, you waited in these lines early in the morning, like 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, just to get a ticket that would allow you to then go to the booth to get the thing, and that sucked. And then last year they decided, okay, we'll just do online signups for everything, and of course that didn't work either, and you had all kinds of pissed off people. App. Yeah, because you had to do it like 3 months in advance. You had to get that stuff. So if you bought your ticket with a month to go before Celebration, all the exclusives were gone already, because they had already done all the online signups. So,
well, at least they had exclusives.
Yeah,
true. They had exclusives.
Yeah.
Let's talk. Can we talk about some of the exclusives that they released during 2020 Celebration? Let's get in with the big one, and I don't know if this is going to come up right on screen. Let's try it here. This is the one that I'm going to start with the Walker.
Oh, this is
the one that blew me away. Like they thought this was good.
But this wasn't even out yet. So this is
round
bad.
2.
Yeah, this is round 2. So they're doing it round. Let's explain what happened here, okay? So they told ticket holders, you have 2 options. You can either roll your tickets over to next year, or we can give you a credit. And when they did that, they had done all this like back of the round, like, these are all the exclusives, by the way, stick with us. They'll be rolling out in the first day. You're going to have plenty of options. We're going to give you a 3-day buying period, and then we're going to let the general public get in there buying. And what they released was pretty much 3 shirts that were all the same.
Trashy and trashier.
I mean, it weren't bad, but it was something you would find at the discount at your local.
Let me show everybody.
5 and below, baby. 5 and below.
Yeah.
Let me
5 and below.
Yeah, pull up the website if you can. Yeah, just go into the merch. So the avocado BB-8. Like, there's two of those shirts. What even is that? I mean, I hate knocking Star Wars stuff, bro. You guys know me. That's why we pre-tape stuff, because we try not to knock Star Wars stuff. But man, what avocado BB-8? Like,
I'm excited. I'm excited for the tomato D2. When does that come out? Or the banana 3PO? Can I get one of those?
But look at this. Stop real quickly,
Marco. Do you think they were holding back good stuff because of everything shut down? So they went to like the back of the merch storage locker and just pulled out all the crap?
No, because you guys know how they do it there. But look at so real quickly, and McClay brought up a good point. Look at this artwork. Why can't you put that on a shirt? And you guys know when you're at Celebration, they do have the walls where it's the pre-print out shirts already, but they also have now got the octopus arm things, right? Where they're pressing shirts all day long.
Yep.
You have this already. Why couldn't you press out these shirts? Why couldn't you press out these?
Or not even that. Release a print of this. Would you rather have this or that badass Darth Vader?
That Vader's incredible.
That
Vader is. By the way, that picture you keep showing, that Kincaid picture, $4,700. By the way, guys.
Can I pause everybody for a second? Just for a second. Look, I know I took some flack in a previous podcast about my props, but dude, $4,700 gets you a prop, like a screen used MFing prop. Yeah. What are you buying that print for? Go get yourself something from the movie.
Well,
come on, man.
So let's talk about on that. Let's talk about Thomas Kincaid for a second. So, all right, here comes artwork nerdy.
We're off the rails already, McClay.
Yeah,
we're great. I love it.
This is why we pre-tape. This is why we pre-tape. Anybody ever wonder why we pre-tape? Because this is what happens. We're so far off on it. 18 rabbit holes already. Go, give me Kincaid's garbage.
Quick touch. Kincaid, he's an awesome artist. He has a lot of incredibly good artwork. His resale value is crap.
Yeah.
He does not resell well. He does have a few that are good. He did do a Disney line, and I think that's kind of how some of maybe this got in there. Some of his Disney line work is good. He is one of the few artists out alive today that all of his paintings are photo sensitive, or there's another word for it.
There's like light in them. There's light in the frames.
So when you change the lighting on the picture, it changes the time of day represented in the painting. Like it reflects day or night or morning or evening, and it's a really, really cool effect. A lot of artists you'll never see use. But with that said, this is another one where you can see how the lighting in the back in the clouds will make it very bright, so if you dim the light on this that is supposed to be directly on this, it will give a very cool effect in this painting. With that said, this is not a painting I would buy to even placate to that rare form.
I wouldn't even buy the original for $4,700.
No,
Well,
right?
okay, so first off, to announce, it is on canvas. It's on canvas, guys. It's on canvas.
So it's a Giclée.
Yeah.
Okay. And it does start out at $400 for the smallest size, and then the behind the grandma's couch is $4,700. But that's what it reminds me of, right? It reminds you of all those old pictures that were like the out woodsy pictures that they did in the background. It's not good. So here's what they released on this. So the first day of celebration, here we go. This is what they released: 2 avocado BB-8 shirts. I mean,
wait, hold on, guys. Did you guys even realize that was BB-8 at first? When I first saw that, I'm like, why am I looking at a fucking avocado?
You can, if you look at it kind of in like a big picture, you can kind of tell a little easier. The small clips do make it hard to notice that is avocado BB-8.
But here's the mind-boggling part about avocado BB-8. He's like the modern day, like 5th best modern droid. Like he's not even like, I mean, he's what?
Well, what is with the peach pit in the middle of his body there?
That's the avocado. Haven't you ever opened up an avocado before? That's
yeah. But
why though?
Yeah, I don't.
Why the avocado? What's the reason for the avocado?
Shirt? Why do they even? Because California. Yeah, I think it's because of California.
Oh, okay.
I do. I think it's because, but like, wow.
Man, that's a deep cut, man. That's a reach.
It's a crossover shirt. California.
Yeah, because it's like a Haas, California Haas avocado.
Let's talk about this fun one.
Don't go close up.
When it was Orlando Calrissian, that was fucking dope.
Yes.
Like I like that. That was clever. But stop beating the same horse, man. Come on.
When you pull this back out, me and Bull Solo, when we first saw this, go, why is Bib Fortuna on the shirt? Because the art's so bad. It didn't even look like Han. It looked like Bib. Like what?
It does. It looks exact. Why would you put Chewie and Bib Fortuna on the same damn shirt? I was befuddled. I was like, Wada Wonga. Like, what?
You wanna why go?
And look at the pins.
Yeah, the pins are terrible.
Look at the pins. Look at that.
Chewie is not that bad. It definitely is not great. The way that they two-toned his face.
Yeah. Wait, let me show you guys something. Let me show you the Mandalorian pin, and then think
the Imperial droid thing out. Okay,
but why do you have the droid? Like, I get it.
I like the droid.
But you could have done a droid set. I'm just saying as a set, because how most of these sets are, they're pretty cool usually when they get a set going.
They should have been a droid set, yes.
It should have been a droid set.
Well, and I mean that's way, way cool. But
by the way, if
it's no avocado.
That should be Leia Hoth. That should be Hoth Leia.
Yeah.
Should be Hoth Leia.
Yeah. Well, if you want to do something corny, put the Tom in there.
All right.
Okay.
Look how bad Look how bad this shirt is. Look at Marco goes. Look at the. It's not even a mole. It's the
tattoo
logo.
Yeah.
And look at the pin. Hold on. Look at the pin.
It's so bad.
Jesus.
Oh no.
Yeah, dude. That she can't be happy about that.
And she's one hot woman too. Like, come on.
Yeah, she's not. She's easy on the eyes, but she like
is,
that is
man.
that's embarrassing. Hey, Jedi Johnson, what's going on, buddy? Good seeing you. Hey, but look, dude, that was just embarrassing. And here, okay, so this is let's talk about it. Here's a pin. We've talked about this pin before.
All right, hold on. Let me show this pin. Yeah.
This is the Sabine Wren exclusive pin from last year's celebration. I don't know if you can get it in there. Now I'm going to get a different computer here. I'm doing this on an iPad. But do you see that? Like, it's nice. It's sleek. She's attractive.
Yeah.
Let me bring up a picture of
She
her.
doesn't look like she just went 18 rounds with a tauntaun and got kicked in the face. What is that, dude? Come on, man.
I saw it that it sold out. How long did it take to sell that out?
Well, they actually
buying
had that. You actually could buy it for the first, because I was debating it. I think it was the first 30 minutes when it went to public, so it was still not sold out by the third day. But that's the only thing that sold out, and the only reason I think is because of that. Like, that's just, it's just tough.
And it's sold out. And what is it? It's $50, I think, for that shirt.
For the set. But go back. Yeah, look at this. Click on this one. What's that? But see, this is what I'm saying. The shirts / pins don't even make sense.
No, what is that even? Why?
Wow.
Why would you do that?
Oh, I
Why?
do like Babu Frick though. Come on now.
No, I know, but dude, okay, but look at this, Mike. How about this? Instead of doing this with Baba Frick, it's have Baba Frick sitting on C-3PO's head. That's the shirt. Like, in the back, he's popping his head over it. Why do you have what's her name, who was like a 2-second throwaway character that they never did any backstory on? Still, I don't think they've done any backstory in any form of canon about her. Like, what is that?
Garbage.
Look, I'm not even saying about, we can get into the movie some other time, but that character has got zero backstory, and they didn't do anything in the movie with her. I
I'm
don't know.
trying to trace the visual theme. It's almost like, are they going like Ralph McQuarrie? Are they going like anime? There's a visual theme, but I don't get it.
One more, Brian. Give him your Tauntaun Honda.
All right, you guys. This is
the visual
garbage.
thing is, garbage.
Listen,
hot garbage.
Wow.
Why would you make a kid's toy with a dead tauntaun that you put in a belly? You put Luke in the belly of. Why would you sell that to your kids?
I thought this was a pet chew toy when I first saw it. Like, you give it to your dog and he gets Luke out of it, or
why did you have cross-out eyes there and regular eyes there?
It's the prototype. It's the rare prototype.
a rare prototype. Yes.
Yeah,
well,
the living one.
My response originally was a serious one, and we know this because of the toy line, right? And then when he goes, yeah, but for kids, and I was like, well, they kind of did that for kids. But yes, a plushie toy is probably not. The cross-off eyes is just a little bit too much.
Yeah.
Well, and how does it change? I don't get how the eyes change.
I don't think they do.
Well, I was upset.
They do.
When you
it said
turn
it
him
does.
over, his eyes cross. But no.
Oh, really?
It says choose. You can choose your toy from either the O-eyed tauntaun or the deceased version. So you can choose.
Oh, so you got to choose which one you're
Does
going to buy.
does it say deceased?
Does it
It
say
says
deceased?
deceased version.
The X-eyed deceased version.
Oh my God!
Wow.
Limited to only 1,500 units. That's because nobody's gonna buy that for their kid.
No, nobody's going to buy that.
And we know
Those
that
1,500 parents who bought that for their kid, you're no longer allowed to have children.
All right,
And-
can we get...
we all know that the inside of that tauntaun is only lukewarm at best.
Right.
Oh,
I think you've told that joke before. It still doesn't get any better.
It's
Yeah,
a
Dr. J thinks it's
Oh,
hilarious.
that's not the last time you're going to hear that joke either.
no!
Hey, Rookie, all the jokes are new for me, so keep at it, man.
So this is what I'll explain about the Tiki Punch Bowl, and I think Mike and
They do these every year.
yeah, this is just a thing. I don't understand it either, but it's a thing. It is a thing.
Yeah. And there's a line. There's a line 2 times around the booth every time for these things. I don't.
Yeah,
get it, but,
I don't get it. But people like it.
Yeah,
Hey,
it's just the thing.
Is the
Star
Anna
Wars.
humping something in this picture?
It
is he
kind
doing?
of looks like that a little. Yeah.
Yeah. I know he's on his way down, but
I like what Wookie said the other day. He's like, I thought it was a plant, or like a
It's
potting
a planter. Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
my girlfriend, she has a ton of plants in the house, and I'm always trying to like get new planter stuff in there. She's like, "No, you can't have that. You know, that's not good. We're not putting Star Wars stuff all over the house." And I'm
Why
thinking,
does it have a butthole?
All right, now we have
For $80 though, you can get an $80 planter. I guess.
assume the position at.
Yeah. What the hell?
Dude, I'm telling you. Okay, could we just scan through so we can get everybody a scope of how many items they had here? Ready? Keep going. Look at all these sweet items. Look at all these sweet items.
Are you kidding me?
That's it. It's done. That's it. That's all
they have an exclusive sunshade.
Yeah. Which is actually, I think they.
Which, by the way, is
Walmart.
it's the exact same sunshade image that's on all the ones you can buy at like Dollar General.
No, it's different. The ones at Walmart now are the original, and they're
With Obi-Wan, right?
Obi-Wan, Luke, and Han and Chewie.
Yeah.
And that from the first movie when they're flying for the first time when they see that's no moon.
And that one's better. That one's way better than this one.
Yeah.
Anyway,
that's good, Doc J. I like Doc J.
Real quick, I want. Okay, so Marco's right. Like this is all we got for exclusives, and we didn't get like the programming. What was the programming? Was the programming any? It was garbage, right?
None. And this is the thing. So when this started coming out, they were Star Wars was getting killed on social media. Not Reed Pop, but actual Star Wars. Except for somebody said the Modoc, the little sticky Modoc is great.
Yeah, he's cool.
But besides that, everything was getting just crushed. The whole idea was getting crushed. So they went into panic mode. And then they released the Kincaid picture and a couple of other things that are just, I mean, it's rough, dude. So they released that. No comics or like-minded exclusives on that. No, absolutely not. No. And so then they started releasing stuff from like Gamescom. So they ended up giving you the trailer for Squads, which by the way looks dope. I don't know why they didn't incorporate Alphabet Squad, but if you guys, speaking of comics, because you just brought it up, look for that TIE Fighter book just in case, because we don't know what's really going to happen in that story, but there might be a little bit of linking between that video game and that TIE Fighter comic. It has to deal with Alphabet Squad and Shadow Squad, which is the opposite, which is the leftover Empire people. So I would just grab that just in case it's $1 book. You know, you can grab that.
Before we get into that, I want to talk about one thing. Okay, just real quick. The last celebration I went to was 4 in Anaheim, I believe, and let me show you guys the difference between this year's exclusives and Anaheim's exclusives. Look at some of these badass exclusives at Anaheim.
I am so hungry for avocado toast right now.
like this figure right here.
Love that thing.
Yeah. I remember running to grab these things. Like people were like so stoked about it, but there was tons of them. This figure right here, the Luke underwater figure, McCrory Luke figure. Dude, remember this poster? I got this poster signed by every actor that was there, and it's gorgeous. Look how gorgeous that is.
Yeah. Actually, Brian, can I pause you for just a second about that very point? So there's another thing that Celebration is. I mean, you used to be able to go into the signing room, and you couldn't. You had to wait in line for the big names, and there was usually 6, 8, 10 of those people, right? But then you had the entire other side of the hall that was all the B, C, D level actors, and you could just roam around and talk to those people. Just like, I mean, some of them may charge like $5 a signature or whatever, but you could just go shoot the shit. It was fun as hell. I realize you can't really do it like that anymore, but man, that was cool. Those days are gone now. It's too bad.
That's a change in cons too. I mean,
it is. I get it. But listen, I just showed you guys like 6 exclusives. Every single one of these are better than every single one of those ones they released.
Oh, no doubt. Absolutely.
I mean, this little light up lamp was so cool. There was just so much stuff there. Like some of the Leaky, was this from Anaheim?
No, but it was a replica of the original 1999 Slave One. So it was there, but it was more of like a little mini version of it. And I'll tell you what, one point, what you were saying, there were so many exclusives because I was there. You had to get a VIP pass, first of all, and you had to get there, like you had said earlier, Mike, like 4 or 5 in the morning, and you had to pick what you were going to get.
Yep.
You would get like one of 20 of these.
Yeah.
Like I tried to get that slave one.
Oh man, that thing! I've always wanted that statue.
I have 2 of these, bro. I have this one, and I have the special animated one series, or the regular one. They have the animated series one and the regular one. Yeah, I have every exclusive that was there. I got at least one of.
Please only sell that to me if you ever sell it.
Yeah.
How did you do that, man? I had the VIP pass and I couldn't get it all.
So I
had a VIP pass last time and I couldn't get everything. I couldn't get any of the pops or anything.
I was
just lucky to get into rooms.
That's why we call him Clay MC.
But that was part.
Man.
But that was part. If you guys remember in Chicago, that app was all screwed up. It was timing out all the time. It was saying you didn't make something, but then you did make it. It was a hot mess. And by the way, this isn't a company. Now, mind you, for those people who are just joining, this isn't a Disney, it's a Disney problem because they should get rid of, I don't know, man. I hate to cost people their jobs, but I think it's time to move on from ReedPop. If you can do something like D2, how can't you, you got to get that company to do this because it's going down and it's going down south. And it's across the board a little bit. Okay, let's be honest with you. The child, how they never merchandise that properly. You know, how does Five Below have shirts and Disney has no official shirts out?
Yeah, that was bad. And you can't tell me they were trying to wait to bolster interest. They just effed it up. I mean, they just did
how cool that is.
This right here was so let me tell you about my story about Celebration. I've told this on other shows. I went and I got 2 of the greatest things I've ever gotten. This my buddy Keith, who's my co-host over the podcast. Shout out to Keith. We just hit 1,000. Thank you guys for all
good job,
subscribers.
Congrats, that's awesome.
Yeah. Thank you guys. So Keith got this, and he had Dorman sign it and do a sketch. He asked Dorman. He goes, Dorman goes, "What do you want me to sketch?" And it's on like the little white part where around the picture. And he goes, and my buddy Keith goes, "I don't know. Just show me what is on the other side. Like, what is he fighting against?" And Dorman sketched a little Endor trooper with the battle rifle and shit.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So this, I got this, this is gorgeous. That's 1,000 times better than that Kincaid print, right?
Mm-hmm.
Check this out.
Now that on canvas, I'd pay $4,000 for. I would buy that for $4,000.
Yes. So this is the other thing, and this is what goes along with what Mike talks about. I go there, right? And I'm walking around, and it's the first day, and I've already got my shit for the day. I'm just walking around. I see a table, and there's nobody at the table except one dude behind the table and his wife, and it's fucking Adam Hughes, and nobody's there. And I walk up, and I go, "Is your sketch list already full?" He goes, "No. What do you want?" I couldn't believe it. So I got this.
Oh. I hate you with a fiery passion.
That's
while
awesome.
I love you.
That is awesome.
This is what's
so jealous.
Listen, I get it. I get it that we can't have anything because of COVID and all that stuff. But Mike, you're 100% right when you say that is one of the biggest parts about Celebration is all these artists, and they could have done that. All these artists could have put out prints. And
I've got a similar story. Dave Dorman, like you were saying. So I'm standing at Dave Dorman's table. And I'm just talking to him, and meanwhile he's got a backing board out, and he's just doing whatever he's doing. And I'm like, I just asked him, like, "What are you doing?" He goes, "Drawing you a picture."
Oh, wow!
We were done with our conversation. He just hands it to me. He's like, "Have a great day. Enjoy Celebration." I'm like, "What? That's amazing!" So yeah, that's that.
It's so
badass.
Think
it's a two-part. But I do think it relies back to the company who's doing it, because if you were at those. And I know, listen, we all go to cons. We all know how cons have changed we can all tell funny con stories about what we used to see and what used to happen at some of these cons. And like, you would be sitting right next to Stan Lee buying stuff out of the same booth at times, or, whoever you were next to, you know, what's his name? McFarlane would always be out there and stuff like we all have those stories, and that's been long past. Like, if you wouldn't tell those stories and actually date them, it's been a couple of years for that. I understand that. But how poorly they have done the last 3 years even when they did have cool exclusives, I mean, that pin that I got, the only reason I got it was because my daughter was dressed up as Sabine Wren. Time she was under 5. I'm not going to give you my daughter's age, but she was under 5. So she's really cute. She had her Sabine Wren stuff going on. And 2 famous podcasters that in the Star Wars world are known. They dress up a lot like characters and everything. Were standing next to her. And I'd asked the booth, hey, you know what? This is the only booth I'm asking for. Do you guys have one? And the one guy said, we're sold out. And another one of the workers came up and he goes, you know what? He goes, I think Sheila would like this. And he takes it off because he had it on him, takes it off him and gives it to her. And that's awesome. But that's the cool stuff you see there. But that isn't the company. That's what I'm telling you. But I think that's what Brian's saying too. We're sharing these stories, and it's not about what cons used to be necessarily, but those experiences happen every time.
Yeah.
I have a story from every single celebration that's like that Dave Norman one. And it's because you're there. But and I know that Disney can't really recreate that virtually, but man, you got to do something to make fans excited, especially right now. Somebody said it in the chat. You've got to go off of your momentum with things like Mandalorian and Squadrons and stuff like that. You've got the fans by the balls right now.
Yeah,
you can do whatever you want, and you can't just brush them under the carpet. You've got to say, all right, we're really appreciative that you're still around. You're still gung ho about Star Wars. Thank you so much for being great fans. We're throwing you a bone here.
Well, and Brian said it. This wasn't the first con during these COVID times. Other people did this right. And my question, I guess, to you guys is, what happened? Is it Reed Pop? Is it they didn't have the budget? Like, it's just the whole thing. It's got to be done.
The budget, right? I mean, they've
got
the budget.
Whole thing was, you're Disney. You got as much budget as you've ever have in life.
Leaky, you're right. You're right, Leaky, in the fact that that's a great question. Did Disney or Star Wars have anything to do with this other than the name? Was it all Reed Pop?
Yeah, I think it was. I think that's how a lot of cons, like when you sublease your cons in your contracts, that's how it works. Like, but this is what I don't understand. This is where I don't understand it, and this is what's really where was Rancho Obi-Wan?
Yeah, here's my confusion. That's what I'm saying.
Like,
if you get them, okay. So when they do a comic book, you have to draw that picture, send it in, get it approved. At what point, if Repop was running this, who was the approval? Who oversaw and approved all of this and said, that's a great idea. Run with the avocado BB-8.
Right.
Who said,
run
with someone in charge.
You're right.
Someone is to blame for this. Literally, I mean, there is a systematic line of management, especially at a company like Disney. So when Repop comes to get the okay, who said, this is going to work. This is going to be good. Let's do this. Because you're fired. I'm firing you now. You're fired.
Yeah.
I mean, we're going to put you in charge next time, Solo Wookiee.
I'm in. I'll kick butt.
This is where it confuses me. Okay, is this Disney started pushing everything, like even during Celebration, saw that this was becoming a train wreck. They started pushing GameCon because they dropped that trailer for Squads. The one thing that backfired was the Sims thing. That didn't go off well, but they still pushed that. What was the third? Oh,
Target.
God. The Lego thing. Yeah, but then they tried to...
Oh, yes. Let's talk about the Lego thing. Great point, because look right behind Leaky right there.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah, so they've had a couple Lego. The Razor Crest
dropped today. The Razor Crest, and I'll show you a little baby Lego too.
So this is cool.
Here he is on the top of a penny.
Yeah.
Cool.
Nice.
That's the minifig in it. Mm-hmm. Cool is that?
How cool is that set? And you're going to be doing something special with the set, right, Leaky? You said?
Oh yeah, I'm doing a speed build on. It's going to drop Friday night, so you'll see this being put together. But Marco and I were talking earlier about this, and I don't know if we want to jump to this now, but you guys heard about the fiasco with this guy called Mod Bricks out of Germany, and it kind of leads into confusing, like they did with Celebration. So what happened? was this guy in Germany right after the Mandalorian hit on Disney Plus. He actually trademarked the name Razor Crest. And Mod Bricks is basically a rip-off Legos. He makes fake Legos, yeah. And so it ended up like right out of the gate. I didn't understand, and I wanted Marco to hit this one. How did Disney and Lego let this happen? And so they already printed thousands of boxes of these with Razor Crest. Now literally in Germany, they have to release this called the Bounty Hunter Transport instead of the Razor Crest.
Oh no! Don't just have to release it. They have to recall them all and put a sticker on it. By the way, if you have any, connections out there, let me know. Hit us up in the email. What the heck is our email? Tales from the Darkside, PDKS. Find it in the description. I'm looking to buy one of those because if you can get it on that sticker, and this is why I'll tell you why. If you can get that sticker on it, that's going to be a rare item. Because what happened was, I don't know if it was all throughout Europe, but through some of it, they didn't secure it, especially in Germany. So, like he said, it's a bootleg, and they put out a bootleg Razor Crest already. They've done the same thing with Vader's Castle. They got in trouble for it, but like this is how it's going to happen. From what I understand, if you've already copyrighted that in the United States and it's a predominant piece, and since they did in the TV show, you can't just go and steal something that blatant in a TV show, copyrighted. So it will get corrected. But for those of you people who've got the foreign connection, and believe me, I've been hitting Roybo up and everybody else. I'm trying to get that out of there. If you can get one of those right now, because in the U.S. they did ship them. They shipped them, right? So they did ship the, and it's got the right name on it.
But they stopped shipment to like Walmart and Target. Like this was supposed to hit today. I went to Walmart and Target and saw, like 30 of the AT-ATs, the brand new AT-AT set. You cannot find one of these, and it wasn't because people bought them. They didn't arrive. They literally pulled them off the websites, pulled them off Walmart, Lego.com.
And they have them.
So what you're telling me is Diamond shipped all of the Razor Crest?
No, because if Diamond shipped them, then they'd all be damaged.
Yeah, and you get them in 3 weeks. And you get them in 3 weeks.
Yeah.
But so they did ship out the ones that were pre-ordered. Yeah. Lego right now, I think, is saying that it's on back order. So it used to be 404 though.
Yeah, it was 404 on Lego.com. Up till yesterday morning, it was.
Yeah, now it's back order. I will say this though, because you mentioned it, so I got one today, and I went out and bought this because I'm cheap. And I was waiting for them to go on sale, but because this has got the Mando. Where's the mini? It's the same Mando in there, so that's the Mando. You get this, guys. Right now, if you go out, and I'm not. I guess I'm plugging them, but I'm not really because whatever. But Target and Walmart are having a war, and they're selling it for $40 either store. So whichever one you frequent, you can go there. Usually was at $59.99, Paul.
Yep,
which is nice. Right. I don't know how many times Lego does a 20% or $20 off a set.
And not to get too geeky on you guys,
never
wrong show for that. But Marco, you bought that set for $40, and you got the exact same Mando minifigure I got in this. No Beskar armor on this guy. It's the same minifigure you got, and you paid $40, and this is $130. And now if you go to eBay, it's already up to $200. So,
and the figures is basically what a lot of people just covet, right?
Yeah. Everybody wants this little guy. He's going for 50 right now.
Unreal.
On the secondary market. Yep.
Unreal.
I got another little tiny one. I got another little one to show you soon.
Shout out the dog.
You guys haven't seen it.
He's absolutely right.
Yeah,
Doc Jay's
got it.
Dog bones and Legos are the worst two things in the world to step on, man.
Hey, did you notice that box isn't open? I don't let them kids open that stuff for anything.
Well, talking about open boxes, here we go. Yeah.
Here we go.
Let's talk about this.
We'll do this. Yeah. I don't know if you guys have seen this yet. This is just hitting. This is in the second wave of these fleet. What do they call them? Mission fleet. There's an Ahsoka figure. There's a Boba Fett. There's I think a Chewbacca, a Stormtrooper. I forget what else is in there. But the vehicles just started to hit, and this thing is an amazing deal right now. It's $15 with a vehicle and 2 figures and all the weapons and everything. I'm gonna bust this puppy open right now so everyone can see this.
Did you just say you're gonna destroy the value?
Yeah,
of course.
Yes, I am because I play with my toys. I mean, this is for my son.
Hey,
Yeah.
he has a lot more restraint than I do. I would have ripped that thing open the second in Target parking lot. I would have ripped it open.
I love how he says for my son, how many toys have we bought for our kids? And
Yeah. Oh yeah. They'll get to play with it eventually.
My
Yeah.
kids, too.
So you got instructions, although it doesn't look like you really need them. Slide out thingy, slide out tray.
Here's
Just
a
a
question.
plastic.
How many times
Yeah.
have you guys bought 2 of everything? One for
All
your
the time.
kid and one for you to
All
put
the
in a box.
all the time.
Yeah, I've done it.
Hey, Solo,
So
I didn't
there's
tell
a
you
lot
how
of-
many of these I have yet. So
Exactly. Yeah.
There's a lot of goodness in here. So you got let's pull out the Mando first. Mando, pretty nice little figure actually. Comes with his cape on, which is removable. I'll take that off. Show you that. So it goes on kind of like a backpack, and then around his neck.
That's pretty dope.
Pretty good. Pretty good posability considering it's just a little tiny thing. Head moves, so 5 points. Articulate. Oh, actually, no more than that. The wrist spin. That's cool.
and unlike my minifigure, Mike, he's actually wearing Beskar. That's nice.
Yes, he is. Yep, that's really cool. And then he comes with 2 weapons. He's got his holiday special rifle.
Sniper
that's
rifle.
What I like to call it. Yeah.
No disintegration.
So there's that. No disintegration. And then he comes with what I assume is the sort of the Django-y kind of gun, the pistol as well. There it is. That's the first thing you'll lose. And then he comes with his rocket pack as well.
Oh, that's cool.
So you take the cape off and put the rocket pack on if you want, or you can't have them both on at the same time. It looks like no, they won't go on at the same time. So there's that. Then you got the child as well, and he's holding a little ball. But this is pretty much a static figure. The head turns, but that's it. So it's kind of an in-action figure. But still very cool. About the same size as the Lego minifig that Leaky was showing.
No mushy head either, so that's good.
No, not a mushy head. It's solid. Then there's the speeder.
God,
These
wait,
things
hold
all-
on. Mike, this guy, I got to put this comment up there. This guy made me laugh. All right, there you go. Go. I don't know how to do it, so I was trying to figure it out.
I'm
All
a
right.
size king. Yeah, so many jokes. Yeah.
He's an original tenor guy.
I like them small. They feel better.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
okay,
Jesus.
yeah. All right. So there's some flexibility to this. These are clearly for kids. There's no looks like it's hard to break. So
Nice.
there's that. Pretty nice detail on that actually. And then you've got a rocket firing launcher. It looks like it goes in 3 places. You can either put it on the side, the left side. Oh, I just shot the missile with the. So that's gone. You can put it up here on the front,
Oh
or you
yeah,
can put it
that's
on the
cool.
other side. I'll go get the missile later, I guess. And then you've got the pram.
Child
Comes with
it.
That's
Yeah,
cool.
That's
That's
nice.
cool.
So the pram, and there's a clear base for the pram, so it looks like it's floating. That's pretty
That's
badass.
awesome.
That's
Yeah,
really
that's
cool.
way
I would
cool.
just display that.
And how
Yeah.
much did you say that was?
$15.
Dude, that's
Man.
good for you.
And then you've got another clear thing that attaches the pram to the back of the I don't know how it goes together, but connects the
Steve,
pram to the back of the speeder.
Look at that for $15, and that's still nicer, better, and more desirable than anything they sold at the con.
Then that shirt
Yes.
inside. Actually,
Yep.
McClay,
So
can we
they're-
pull
they-
up the Target site after this?
Yeah.
Can we, please.
Look at that. That's
So there you
cool as all get, man.
Do you freeze?
Play value right there. That's a
can't
lot
look
of play value.
I can't look at this anymore, Mike. I spent so much money on Legos, and I'm not getting the same value, man, out of Legos.
Is there a sigil on his armor?
Yeah, hey,
Oh,
look at
that's
his
a good
right
question.
arm.
Did
He's
they
got
put
a
the
signal.
mud horn?
Yeah.
No Mudhorn. Nope. So this is pre episode number 7. Is that when he gets it?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Something like that. I just dropped the child. I don't know where he went.
I'm gonna go to
That
the
is
Target
really
site
that's
right
a really
now.
cool touch.
You dropped Kevin?
I don't know where he
So-
went. He's so small. I think I already lost.
So here's one thing that's really interesting that they did. So like they told us there's going to be all this big news, and I think everybody thought that the end of the day, Sunday, if you've been to Celebrations, they usually do that last like trailer thing, and I think that's what we were all looking forward to. Instead, their big news was that the Target stuff that was on pre-order, that were going to be the exclusives that they got out of the Disney down in Florida or in California, the
Galaxy's Edge.
Galaxy's Edge. That stuff was going to be on sale on Monday, which I think we kind of already knew. But like, let's just show some of the stuff besides that. Go like show the Black Series. Why didn't they have this? Why didn't they have these things available? Like you could have rolled some Black Series stuff up there. Hondo, that thing obviously sold out in the pre-sale. But guys, real quickly about this, if it's selling out in the pre-sales, keep checking because I think they're trying to combat bots at this point. So they're rolling out new pre-sale stuff all the time. They had Cardinal. Yeah, that's okay. I don't know why this thing sold out. Mike, why did this sell out? Does anybody, Leaky, Paul, anybody know why that one sold out?
No idea. No.
This one I like, Cardinal. There's a good backstory behind this. It's a great character. He shows up in a couple different things. I can understand why this guy's selling out. Go down. Could you hit on his articulation, please?
Brian, on Cardinals? Yeah.
Like his articulations looks dope.
Yes.
He looks good. I know a lot of people think it's a red Phasma, but there's a big storyline behind it. We're not going to get into that right now. But, dude, it's cool. So that was cool. I mean, a bunch of other stuff sold out there. They put stuff on sale. Like I said, it's $40 for the Walker with the Mandalorian thing. They threw some Funko Pops out there.
Yeah.
Like, that stuff, and I know this is supposed to be stuff. Oh, yeah. That's the one that's got Hondo in it. So,
but that Hondo is going to be available by itself later.
We already showed that.
Yeah. Well, and it is, and it's sold out. It's gone. Yeah. It's already double on eBay too.
Yeah, but I just talked to one of the guys. I check the stores here in the next week. I think they're going to have a couple extra shipments coming in. So that for those people that don't know, Hondo actually saved Han's ship after he passed away at one point. There's a big storyline with that. That's kind of what that plays into. But that stuff's all good. Oh, all the Mandalorian stuff. They have him eating a frog. They have got the child eating a frog. They did it right. That stuff is what shows up. Not this specific stuff. They have stuff like this that's already done, already made, and it shows up at Celebration. And why it's not there, why it's not in the shop, is beyond me. To this day, I don't understand it.
Look at some of those Funkos, Brian, if you can. Are any of those new Funko? I know there's a lot of Funko collectors. I am not one. I have to pick and choose my addictions because I'm not nearly as rich as I'd like to be. So I have dedicated myself to actually stay as far away from Funko Pop collecting as possible. But I do like to see them once in a while, and there's some really cool Darth Mauls out there. But again, I have to limit myself. So, did they have anything super wonderful out there? Oh, that's kind of cool.
You can still get those. Yeah, it's cool. You can still get those out there. Mm-hmm. Doc J, are you asking about the one that's on Alex Ross's website? That's a tribute to Boba Fett and the Christmas special. If that's the cover you're asking about.
Yeah.
It's Life Day. Okay.
Look, I mean, that's such a great figure right there, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, there's one where he's eating it he's got it in his mouth. I mean, that's just funny. But so
is this the one that he's asking about?
Hold on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I love that guy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's a great
That's
book,
Christmas
man.
special one.
Yeah.
I think you can still order that one.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, you can.
It's like $10, $15.
Yeah.
It's like $15.
Yeah, that's a little free cornbread for you all. Go tear that up.
You might not be able to order it anymore.
As Mighty Mel V, the Mighty Mel V would say, "Go eat." Eat.
And there's a lot of good covers on that site. I loved it. I again had to pick and choose just because, broke.
I have that helmet that came out like a month ago. That's really cool. Maybe we should. Do you have that? Leaky? The Boba Fett helmet?
No, I do not. No, I got all TKs, all Stormtrooper helmets.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got to be honest. The Boba Fett helmets that they released through Anivos, they're pretty fragile.
Nothing says tough.
Yeah,
like
I mean, they're
super
supposed to be
glue and
display
Lego.
pieces.
Yep.
Okay, but this is the one thing
Yeah,
that annoys me. So there is one thing. Can we go through here? And I wanted your thing on this, Leaky. There's the bipin. There's the one where Darth Vader cuts off Luke's hand, throws him over the edge in Cloud City.
Yep.
Yeah. So they have that, but it's a red card exclusive.
Yeah.
Look, they're not selling it at the Lego site. It's sold out.
Where is that? What is that called? It's in here.
Bipin.
Yep. Bespin Duel.
Bespin Duel.
Bespin Duel. Yeah. It's somewhere in there. Just type in Bespin Duel. So if your wife, girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever, has a Target card, or you do, whatever, yeah, right there. Get this thing. That's a little bit more free cornbread. Because like if you go to the Lego site, I don't even think they're selling it on the Lego site. It's definitely cool. I know people want it. You can't find it in the stores because you have to buy it exclusively online with their red card.
If you're a Lego VIP, you'll be able to get this soon. But I'm telling you, this thing is going to be gone. If you want this, you're going to need to get it soon.
I'm gonna let my dog out real quick. I'll be right back.
While it's rotating. So that's it. Like, I mean, so if you look at the Target stuff, though, yeah, right. I hope you got more than one of those speeders too, Mike. If you,
Well,
sorry, Sean.
Just general merchandise in the VIP area of Target blew away Celebration. I mean, it's not even a contest. I mean, you looked at the 10, 12 things they had on the front page, and you go to something like this, Marco, you're absolutely right. It was just sad. I spent, like, you think about time spent on a site. I spent maybe 7 minutes on the Celebration site, and I was there day in, day out. I spent a half an hour on this Target site today.
Yeah, I mean, the Target. But hey, so I'll give this away too, because I know me and Mike have talked about before about how you should always be good to those people that work there. So I went out to the old school Target, the one that people don't. It's where I see those people that say you ain't been around in a while. You know what I mean? And so I talked to a couple of my people out there, and I'm like, "What's up?" And they're like, "Well, the toy delivery didn't come in today." Blah blah blah. I said, "Yeah. I get the whole thing, but what's going on with this?" And they said, "You might want to check back tomorrow." So from what they're telling me, it seems like these orders might be coming in shipments slowly, but might be coming in. It might be refreshed. So like, don't get that feeling of like. What do they call that thing where people get all antsy and they got to buy it for like
FOMO
prices? Yeah, FOMO. Don't get all the FOMO on it because they'll come out. It's it's a lot like when the Mandalorian 5-pack came out, when it was all those Mandalorians except for Mando in it, and you couldn't find it for 2 months, but then you got it. If you do get the stuff, keep checking back. They really are trying to fight scalpers and stuff going on there. I don't know if you guys have seen the new Target policy. And it's on all collectibles and cards, and I think they're going to start considering Black Series and maybe even some of the Lego limited stuff or anything that's limited series. From what I heard, anything that becomes exclusive is going to fall under the Target's umbrella of collectibles, and their policy now on collectibles is you can't return it. So they have a 90-day rejection. You have to have it back within 92 days. They can reject it. So if you have multiples, they're just going to reject you on it because I guess people are returning too much of it. So, that Darth Maul pop is kind of cool. Sorry. So just watch out what you're doing there. Watch how many you're buying. If you're buying to get rid of them, I'd go ahead and do it. I think it's a great time, and there's some good stuff out there. But do also know that they'll be plentiful probably in a month or two. Yeah. So make sure that you know that's a closing window, and be cool to the workers there, man, because the guys today were telling me that there was some nonsense going on there yesterday. And
I have one story about that, Marco, I don't know if you guys have heard about, there's another Lego set called the 501st Battle Pack. And so there were guys, a couple of these big YouTubers were pimping it. And there were people literally just knocking entire rows of them into their baskets at Target, damaging them in that and waiting and begging to go into the back of Target, treating, the workers there like crap. And, it was just artificial inflation by YouTubers buying hundreds of these so they can make a Clone War diorama. Yeah. And Lego came out and said they're staggering the shipments, like you said. So
they stagger them.
These people are going in there and, wreaking havoc for no reason other than artificial inflation, you know.
And hey, I'm not against going out and making some money or doing stuff like that. What I am though is like the people, treat them well. Please treat them well. Okay.
Yeah.
Save some for the kids too.
Yeah.
A couple behind.
That's what I was going to say,
For
Brian.
God's sake, please.
Yeah. Kids see these videos, they go on YouTube and they love these videos, and then they can't get them in the stores for like 3 months because they just hoard them.
Well, let's talk about what Target is doing. Have you guys already talked about that? Okay.
Yeah.
So let's explain how important that is, not only for what you guys talked about, but also for cards. Like, listen, guys, every time I walk into a Walmart or Target now, I take a picture of the sports card section because there's nothing there. It's literally empty. I have weeks worth of pictures. And so if I'm not getting them, guess who else is not getting them? Little kids aren't getting them. They're not getting any of them. I mean, I've seen videos of guys doing the same thing that you're saying, Leaky, with cards. Just watch the vendor come in and just the whole stack into their basket. They don't even wait for them to take them out of the packaging that the vendors have to unopen. I mean, they just grab the whole thing. It's crazy. Anyways, do we want to get into some
wait, real quickly.
Okay.
Creepy guy in Target today that was trying to cut me off while I was in the Black Series. Do it again. Like, that's one other thing. I'm trying to be nice, but you keep it up.
Yeah, you know, because here's the thing. Here's the thing. If there's dudes like that in your local Target, I'm going to see you again, motherfucker.
Yeah.
And the next time, I'm going to know it's you.
Hey, videotape these guys. Videotape these guys. Let's put them on blast, man.
Oh my God, man! This guy, he was. Look, I could smell that he wasn't wearing deodorant. Let me put it that way. And you know who you are. I saw you. I gave you the stank guy. Gave you the stank guy. All right. Next time it's not gonna be the stank guy. All right. So hey, do we want to keep talking about this, or do we want to get into what we thought the rumors were going to be? And
let's get into the rumors. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So
I would like to say real quick, when you are in Target, when you get, around my age, I'm not that old, but I'm not as quick as I used to be. So sometimes you do have to stiff arm a 6-year-old out your way to make sure you do get the toy. I mean, it really, when you start getting up there, the playing field is a little more level. Like, you may have to show, when they're 6, and then they're going to fight you. So you may have to push a little hard and then, kind of juke right and do like a left spin around and like.
But watch out, they bite. They bite.
They're shorter than you.
The moms are lethal. Moms
are.
I don't know what kind of new bricks they're putting in their purses, but those, man, they hurt. Man, they hurt.
Especially right now.
That's the only way.
Especially right now with parents having to deal with their kids at home, not at school.
That's right.
They're getting antsy with their kids. They're like, anything to shut my kid up. Now, you get.
When the door opens,
throwing elbows.
Rush, that's the only way a Wookiee can get a leg on. Just Go ahead.
Don't get bit by kids, solo Wookiee, please, because you gotta get a rabies shot. So please don't get bit by kids, okay?
Yeah.
And a COVID vaccine.
Yeah, two little points real quickly that I want to hit up though. Something that Star Wars did roll out at the end of the month. They promoted that Hasbro is going to do the Pulse thing, the Pulse Con, which is like, why didn't you just fold that? I don't think why you didn't. And then a day later, to even try to make up for some of this other stuff, they rolled out, this is what I don't understand why they didn't do at Celebration. They rolled out, first off, our boy Timothy talking about the new Thrawn book, which was nice. But they also rolled out a picture of young Yoda coming out with the because for everybody that doesn't know, they keep moving the High Republic back. I think it's January 20. Yeah, there's young Yoda. Look at that stud. Pulling in all the Yeddles.
So handsome.
Yeah, right. I think it looks dope.
I think it looks awesome. Yeah.
I think they did it.
I think if you go back up.
The little smirk on his face right there is awesome.
Yeah. Go back up though. Click on that Ahsoka Tano. This is the worst thing that I saw that they released. I know that Kincaid picture's worse, but go down. Go down. You ready? All right. Look at that. Now next one. Next one. This is exclusives. It's the same damn planet over and over again with different colors. They're gonna try to sell you that thing for $500. Anyways, but I don't know why they didn't do more High Republic stuff. They keep pushing it back. Yeah, same picture over and over again too. That's the next exclusive release. I think this is cool. You could have just given us more concept art. You could have given us anything like that, and I think that would have been You could have had the guys talk about it. You could have had Scott come on and talk about it. You could have had anything. I mean, look, Low Grade Comics, those guys over there, they put on a virtual con that was better than this. And not knocking them because I love those guys over there. You know, they do a great job. But you know, I mean, how can they put on a con?
You got this for free. You got this for free at last celebration.
Yeah.
Yep.
Free. And then you got that for free. Oop. I mean, and so many more. There were like
there were so many more. Yeah, I have the ones you could roll out for all the games that were coming up. The Vader virtual thing. They were giving.
This is the Mandalorian one.
Yep.
This is the Mando one back here.
And I have in my basement. I'll show you guys the comic book. Yeah.
See, this was like the basic $15 shirt.
Yeah.
Okay, this not $15 shirt that they had there, which is way better than any shirt that we saw over there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I like this radio.
Oh, we were just hitting a high note and we're getting sad again, talking about celebration.
He's got me. Oh, yeah. So let's get out of there. So I just wanted to say that Pulse is coming up. So the Hasbro stuff's going to be coming out. That's at the end of the month. That's really good. Okay, we can get into the rumor parts of it. So there was, leading up to this, there was a rumor that came out that I don't even understand how to explain this rumor. So there was a rumor that came out that they were going to show a trailer for Mandalorian. It was going to have Ahsoka in it because 2 weeks ago they shot Ahsoka Tano, Dawson being Ahsoka Tano in the Mos Eisley Cantina in a fight scene, and they were somehow going to use that as a promo piece.
I still don't understand how that timeline would even placate, or how that would work out, or how you're talking Mos Eisley Cantina. You're on a planet that's run by the Hutts. I mean, if you're trying to hide because of Order 66, are you really going to go in with your lightsaber and start a big bar brawl? Or, I mean, you know what I mean? Like,
well, what I'm wondering,
that's the only time that she'd be alive, right?
So real quickly, just to let everybody fill in, we do address these in our group chat a lot of times. So we have looked into a lot of this stuff already. But yeah, I mean, that's just questions that come up. So go ahead. I'm sorry, Leaky. Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say what they did in the first season was when they do a cast photo, they would kind of pick an iconic location to do a promo photo. So I'm wondering if it was something like that. But I can't believe they bring her back this late in the game if it's really premiering on October 30th to do a promo photo. So I'm kind of calling BS on that one.
Yeah, so like this is the whole problem with the timeline, and I think if Maximus is still here, he kind of asked this in one of our other videos, and obviously I'm like all thumbs, and I'm like 60 years old, or I use this finger to type, so like it doesn't come off right. But here's where we see the problem. Yeah, I know. Look at them all. So here's where it comes off. At the end of April, they had finished filming, and we know this because it has come up in multiple interviews. And then the first week of March, and this actually came out in an interview again with Kennedy, they had moved all post-production to a house within a week and got it all done within a week. So post-production was done by March 1st.
Yep.
That rumor that came out of that website about Ahsoka Tano being in there was 2 weeks after that, which, hey, look, it could, but they said she'd just been cast, which is weird. Either way, she could still be in it. We're not saying she couldn't, but like that's a little bit of a time gap there because they weren't shooting anything. It was all done. And then this. So we've talked about that portion already. So we're like, okay, maybe she could be a cameo, but it's already in post. We don't understand how it is. She went on an interview in April, and she's like crossing her fingers, winking at the camera, saying, hey, if I do get cast. Now, remember, this is an old, everyone here knows, this is an old rumor. This is a rumor from like 2015, 2016, when the fan art where somebody drew her up and put her out there, and then Dave, I think, reposted it. So, like, this isn't a new rumor. So she did the wink, wink, I hope I ever do cast. If it does, it's the fans. But she's very active on social media. Very active on social media.
And I'm not all day long active.
Yeah, like multiple points all day long. Definitely making certain references because if you know anything about it, you know who her relationship is and everything else. 2 weeks ago, she also started a podcast, and if you go through and track her, so I know this is creepy and very stalkerish, so we can leave that till later. But like, if you track that, like, I don't know when she'd have time.
There's not And not a single thing like you're 100% right, Marco. There's not a single thing that I have heard, seen, and I'm not looking super hard, but where there's been any proof of like just the littlest thing. Just throw us a crumb. Yeah.
A break. Even a break in her tweets. Like there's not even a break in her tweets to go through that stuff, right? And then on top of that, she just started up a new podcast with somebody around that time period. She has another show that was coming. Like, how much stuff is she doing already? Right. And you're telling me in the middle, of her personal views, but you're telling me in the middle of her personal views and everything else, she's going to sit in, because how it was described, if you haven't heard the description, and feel free, man, they could 100% be right. I'm not saying that they're wrong, but I am. But they're like, she looks great and everything else. Two problems with that. First off, we already know because we've watched the sorry, one of my TVs is back in that other room back there, so I keep pointing to it. But we've already watched the behind the scenes of Mandalorian. We know how they shoot stuff now with the gaming video. We know how much you have to be decorated. You don't have to actually look great when you're doing it because they can fill that all in with the 360 technology they have now to do that. So how great could she look? You know what I mean? And number two, you're telling me she's sitting in a chair for 10 hours to be all made up to look like Ahsoka Tano in the middle of this, which she takes very seriously? I think not, my friend. Like, now, did they shoot something early on back in maybe February and it's one piece?
And that's what I'm wondering is they, so the timeline in my head, the way that I looked at it and the way that we were talking about it, I can only imagine that they were filming maybe like back November or October of last year. Yep. And that is when they maybe did her first quick little cutscene, and now they're like, hey, look, you signed the agreement because we're Star Wars and Disney. If you say one word, we will put you in carbonite. They will never find you again. We will put you in carbonite and ship you out into space.
Absolutely.
Nobody will see you again. So the only timeline that I can come up with that's acceptable is like back October, November, before any of this even really got started.
Well,
could it be Ashley Eckstein, Kev? Could it be Ashley Eckstein? Huh? Please?
Not a chance. Not a chance.
But you could also do
this. Ahsoka. Remember, Anakin showed up. In the one episode, episode 6, right? He was the jailer. Yeah. The voice of Anakin from Clone Wars was the jailer. Yeah. So who knows? She could show up. But Wookie, you had said something about, they probably filmed it last October, November. The only thing I can think of is the promo footage. They were doing some promo shots, right? That's why. Yeah, I mean, that's the only thing that would make sense if she did a little, cameo way back when.
They could be doing Blue Harvest.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's what I think is they're doing an undercut Blue Harvest, very hush-hush, very sneak it in. And honestly, just like they did with Boba Fett, elusive, spurs on the ground. You never saw anything. All you heard was spurs. And everyone's like, it's Boba Fett. It's Boba Fett. It's going to be Boba Fett. Because everybody wants to see Boba Fett. So, I mean, at the very last episode of this year, maybe you hear 2 lightsabers kick on. Yeah. Or you hear a reference about snips.
Dude.
Or
that would suck.
That would suck.
You watch at the very last episode of this year, they're going to be like, oh, by the way, here's a little like hint towards Snips being in season 3. Get bent. And my vote for actress is Zoe Kravitz.
What's that like?
Yeah,
should be good.
McClay, if you get to episode 8 of season 2, and in the last 30 seconds you hear 2 lightsabers come on, you will flip your shit. Don't lie.
No. Not just that. You see 2 white glowing. You see 2 backwards light glowing.
You're like, oh my god!
I mean, Brian, how long was the Darksaber on the screen? What?
Yeah, I know. But let me tell you guys something. Here. The Mandalorian changed everything for me for Star Wars. I was completely what I felt like with the last 3 movies. This is the best way to explain it to people out there that might not be huge Star Wars fans. A lot of people out there are Game of Thrones fans. I felt so horrible about
That's
where
history,
Star
right?
Wars went that I didn't even want to think about it. And that's how I feel like about Game of Thrones now. I loved that show. I had never been so excited about a TV show in like the second to last season or the third to last season of Game of Thrones. I remember like thinking that's the greatest thing ever filmed. And then now I don't even want to think about it because of how bad it turned out. That's how I felt about Star Wars. Mandalorian changed everything. So I don't even care if Ahsoka isn't in it. Don't get me wrong. I would love it. But if they have another great series or season like they did, I'll be happy because Mandalorian is bringing everything back.
Yeah, they're doing it right.
I agree, Brian. And one thing we know for sure, Favreau and Filoni are the masters of subtlety.
Yeah, they'll hit it.
Yeah.
They get it. They get it.
Yeah.
So here's a couple things because we got a couple here real quickly. I'm going to do JJ first. Where's JJ? Could be. I actually believe this, and actually the guys in here when we were in our chat, especially McClay, got me more and more away from thinking because when we started looking at the timeline when they could have shot her, I think I'm more on the Mike side that if they do something, it's going to be the double lightsaber or a hooded figure that you're not going to be able to see. This. So it would be after there's three things now we got hit up. So this would probably be prior to them finding Ezra because I think we're going to see something coming up. I mean, does everybody else believe this, or am I the only one on the thing that thinks he's going to be the precog for Thrawn and all that?
Thrawn,
I think so. I think Ezra is going to. If you read the novels, they need like these precogs to jump through space, and I think they're going to use Ezra to try to be the precog. Precog? Am I saying that right?
Yeah,
whatever.
precog.
Precog.
Couple of the maker Jill.
A little gear.
To go through that. So I mean that's good. But one other point, and I think me and Mike have gotten to this before, and Solo apparently does not agree with us. Mike, do you think those were Boba Fett's spurs? Because
I think it's not.
I don't think it is.
I think
either.
it's Jodo Cast.
Yeah, I think it was. So Jodo Cast. Yeah, Jodo Cast was originally from the Legend department, and he was the guy that had Boba Fett's kind of armor, and then they 86 them. It's a cool story. Watch it. Like I think it Bloody Eyes, if I remember correctly, something like that. But they have rewritten.
Yeah. And there's one comic book.
So, Mike, you're not thinking of you're not thinking the Jawas got Boba Fett's armor and it's a Cobb Vanth type situation?
Yeah, so what he's referring to, though, Cast is the – yeah, that guy is what – the new Cast is Cobb Vanth. So they took Cast, the original character, and they kind of reformed what he was, turned him into the Sheriff of Freetown, and turned him into Cobb Vanth. And that's it. We think that's going to be Cobb Vanth. And, there's something a little bit telling, too, when you start doing the deep diving stalking, as Kev put it. Like, when you look at it, how many characters have one, especially major characters, have one credit in the IMBD? They don't. They usually have three because it's an arc. So you're going to give one credit to Boba Fett and you're going to give one credit to Ahsoka. And I think the point with Maxwell put is like the only way that makes sense is if they do like a flashback or a momentarily hit. Oh, he's got him. I want that scene. I want that scene with Cobb Vanth.
Yeah.
That scene right there with Cobb Vanth. That's what I want.
Yep.
I want Boba Fett.
And I'm sorry. I'm old school. I still say Jodo Cast. I mean, I also still call Duros Goggle Eyes. So I mean, that's just me. But yeah.
But if they're gonna do, could you pull that up so we can see the line on there so everybody knows what I'm talking about? And this is how I hope it ends, right there.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hey, Mike,
I hope
you did.
If that happens,
I thought you were going to say instead of Tamir Morrison, that should be Jeremy Bulloch in the
It should be. It should be. Please, and change the damn voices back for God's sake.
So I think Ray.
I'm willing to go in and do the acting part. I think my beard, I maybe could tie it up under the helmet.
If you braid your beard, dude, you're done. You're fired.
I'll wrap it up, and then you can just have Jeremy Bulloch do the voice over. He's getting up there. He doesn't want to run as much anymore. He's gone on record as saying he didn't want to do it again, except for maybe like slow scene and just voice it. And I'm okay with that. So I can
start a fan petition to make that happen. I would pay anything to see that.
Just a little beard hanging out the helmet.
He's been in that Sarlacc pit a long time, man.
Is that right? just see Wookiee crawling out of the pit and his beard hanging out. And how long has
Ray,
that guy been there?
I think we've gotten into this in another one of our we might have not released, or maybe it got cut out. But there's a storyline through Aftermath of this character Cobb Vanth. Vance is the
Vanth.
Yeah. Okay, so Cobb Vanth. And what happens, he eventually, and we're not going to go through the whole storyline, but he gets a crate that's filled with all Mandalorian stuff that was recovered outside a Sarlacc pit. And he puts it on and takes it and becomes the sheriff of Freetown, which is a town on Tatooine. And it really sounds like a Timothy, I'm going to screw his last name up. I love
Oliphant.
The guy you know from Deadwood. Yeah,
Oliphant?
And you know from
Oliphant, yeah.
Whatever
Timothy Oliphant, yeah.
Yeah, Oliphant.
His name was Sheriff Bullock on Deadwood. Jeremy Bullock, huh?
Yeah, Deadwood. He was in Justified. Yeah. So,
come on.
Shout out to Ultra. Hey, you guys, real quick before we go on, I want to give a couple of quick shout outs.
The chat's awesome. The chat's live tonight. It's great. You guys are awesome. We love it.
We appreciate it. Everybody in the chat tonight. I do want to say, hey, if you guys aren't checking out some of the other shows on Tales from the Flipside channel, please do. Mike, you guys put out a great show the other night on the let me see if I can find it here. Oh, where are we? Let me go to playlist.
Recomic?
So, yeah, man, you guys are doing a great job over there, and your theme top 5 have been great. So make sure you guys go check out Mike and Peter over on the theme top 5. The stuff they're putting out over there is really, really good. It's a really good show, and they have a lot of fun doing it. Make sure you guys are following that. Also, please, you guys check out 3 Comic Money. It is one of the best shows on the flip side. And it is so fun to watch. Chris just recently put out I think a little clip of the Black Heroes episode with Sanford Green, and that was pretty good. So make sure you guys go check out all the other shows on Tales from the Flipside YouTube channel. We would appreciate it. So,
and please,
if you go to last week's Hot 5, you get to see somebody call me a moron. It's pretty awesome.
and get on
because I totally am. I'm like, I'm not arguing with you, buddy. You're right.
Get on the Instagram.
Yeah, they're fun shows.
And check out Nico's work. He's always putting up just stellar pictures and just, oh man, I love some of the pictures he puts on and twists and animates, and it's just good content. It's just fun.
Well, hey, and also, I mean, McClay, check out the main podcast on Mondays. You guys do a freaking bang up job on Mondays. It is awesome, and you guys are on fire right now. The whole crew is. You guys work great together. It's really fun. Make sure everyone's going to check that out.
Appreciate it. Thanks, guys.
Ray, that is that Chuck Wingo series. It's already out. It's 3 of them, and they piece it in it. I think it's pieced through all 3, so it's kind of like the little sections they do in other books, kind of like the Ahsoka book where they did the playoff of season 7 of Clone Wars and stuff like that. So it's just little inserts in those books. It's a great. I actually found the books were great. I actually like that author, but I like most of them. There's like 2 that but whatever.
Marco, in a matter of weeks, you turned me into a comic book fan. I'm spending all my money now. Legos and comic books. I'm going to get divorced.
I know, man. It's tough, dude. It's a hard knock life. You can come over here, though. I'll throw you some. I think Jedi had a little problem catching up on some of the books, so I didn't want him to miss our show, so I threw him a little care package, and I'll throw you one too, just so
a COVID comic care package.
Yeah. I mean, you got to do it,
yeah, exactly.
If you guys missed the special that, I actually thank you, McClay, for having me on that too, because we talked, I guess I talked more than I wanted to about stuff. But we talked, the cancer special that we did.
I'll find it. Yeah.
I remember back in the day when his brother had it and the sending in of the books and stuff like that. And it really does help. It really does. It's given a lot of people a lot of, not to do a PSA for that or whatever, but like, comic books have been big, and reading back into Star Wars when I spent some time in the hospital too really helped out, because a lot of the novels and stuff came out during that time. So like, to get back in there and have something to read and have something to enjoy. Yep, this is the book. Yeah, with Bill. God, I think Bill.
Yeah.
I just went in and got a blood draw, and then Bill did a kid thing, and I was almost in tears at this poor kid on a thing.
Yeah,
God.
it put us all in tears.
Yeah. When you're watching it, watch it in a closet or something. If you got to be manly about it, or if not, put it on the big screen and let everybody watch it. It's really good. I think all of us who have been touched by cancer before got on that, kind of gave a little personal story. So watch it, guys, please, or don't. I mean, whatever.
There's been some really great stuff lately in the community all around that we really appreciate, and we can't say enough to everybody out there that's trying to be positive in this community. I think that's the whole goal of everybody that's that we mess with, that we call friends, and it's very important to surround yourself with positive people and people that aren't going to bring you down. And sometimes that's rough, but it's getting much and much easier than it has been in the past couple months. That's for sure. So hopefully we can turn this around.
Yeah, I think that's a good point. Like, guys, when you see us, like, a lot of us are legitimate friends. Like, we get our friends on these shows because we know each other. I mean, we've known each other for a while, so that's fun. Listen, definitely read those. I'm sorry, I'm reading the comments too here. Raid, yeah, those Aftermaths, they're great. They get really good there. Vintage Voyage, Jedi Johnson, my man, that is definitely a great show. But also check out Foreign. We're actually putting down something with them. I'm hoping to have it in a little bit because we got some. Hopefully, we're trying to get some. Hopefully, we're gonna have a surprise. Yeah, hopefully we're gonna have a surprise for everybody. That'll be pretty cool. We'll see what we can do. Dark Disciples. If you guys haven't read Dark Disciples, read Dark Disciples. I think you'll have a better understanding of some of the characters they might actually use here. Probably one of the best lines. Probably one of the best books that were out there. That book was really good, man. And like the Voss and Ventress. I mean, look, it's got Voss and Ventress in it. So what else do you guys say about that?
Yeah, exactly.
I think. Does anybody have anything very important before we call it a show?
No, we covered a lot tonight.
Yeah.
Like it, subscribe to it.
Thanks again for that chat.
Yeah, and you guys, hope you appreciate this live version. I think the guys are going to try and do it more. We appreciate.
Wants us to do it every day, but we're not going to do it every day.
I'm a giver.
Let us know what you think of the show. Let us know what you want to see more of, and all that fun stuff that the guys do have a email address. So if you guys want to hit them up, it's talesfromthedarkside.pdcst@gmail.com. Let these guys know what you think and what you want to hear more of.
Okay, let us know too next week which video you want us to drop. Do you want the Ugnaught mask, which is phenomenal? I think that's really good. Do you want because these are all the runs that are already done editing? What was the other option on that?
We have the Ugnaught mask.
What Star Wars Tales old is about?
Yep.
What that old Dark Series one is about? What else? Man, we got some.
Oh, the auction. The auction.
Oh,
yeah, the auction.
We should do the auction.
And we've got another auction one coming up too.
I vote for the auction. I'm going to tell you that. All of them are great. I vote for the auction one. That one was a lot of fun. But put it down there or hit us up in the email if you don't feel like that. Thank you very much, Sean. I'm sorry about the mic, dude. Listen, I just ordered a brand new computer. We're going to try to get it all. I got the freaking. Should I bring down that paperweight over there? What's the big mics? Everybody got those blue things.
Oh, the Yeti.
Yeah, the whole Apple Pro, whatever this thing is, the Apple iPad Pro thing doesn't like it, or StreamYard or whatever. So we'll figure that out. I'm sorry about the volume.
We'll get it figured out. Yeah. And
Thanks,
seriously, guys, thank you so much, and we appreciate everything, you guys. We will see you.
I like it, Kev.
Yeah,
like, subscribe, and come back.
Well, you got to do that better than that, man. Come on.
Give it to us. Come on, Soul.
Yeah,
come on. That's not what we want to hear.
Go over and force push that like button, force choke that bell, and Saber smash that subscribe.
Yeah, baby.
Thank you.
Nice,
that's the old school. Yeah. So, you guys comment on the bottom of this YouTube what show you want to see next: the Ugnaught mask, the latest prop auction, or Star Wars Tales discussion, and we'll do our best to do it. We'll see you guys later. Peace out.
May the Force be with you.
Always.